Most people spend their lives waiting for a specific feeling to arrive before they begin. They treat the perfect time as a requirement for action, allowing months of potential progress to sink away into total stagnation. This creates a trap where motivation is viewed as a fuel source you must have before you can start the engine. If the feeling isn't there, the work doesn't happen. High performers ignore their emotional state entirely. They rely on predetermined decisions made in advance, executing the task regardless of whether they feel inspired or exhausted. Moving past the paralysis of the past requires you to decouple your actions from your current mood. You cannot wait for your emotions to give you permission to succeed. This 30-day protocol replaces emotional dependency with a mechanical process, moving through 4 phases: breaking inertia, cognitive restructuring, systematizing success, and environmental control. Success requires stacking 3 layers: physical action, cognitive restructuring, and environmental control, covering every angle of daily life. By following this sequence, you give the brain a structured path to follow, which makes it much harder to slip back into the erratic behaviors of your old routine. Executing this 30-day window turns the process of internal change into a repeatable sequence of operations. It takes the guesswork out of how you're going to show up tomorrow. The first week is an exercise in managing inertia. Your brain is hardwired to resist change because change requires an expenditure of energy it would rather save for your existing habits. You bypass this resistance by using the 1% rule. Instead of attempting a massive transformation overnight, you commit to a microscopic daily improvement that is too small for your brain's defense mechanisms to notice. During these 7 days, your level of talent doesn't matter. The only requirement is that you show up and execute the task, proving to yourself that your schedule is no longer a suggestion. As you stack these daily wins, you generate measurable results. This physical evidence provides the first real counterargument to the doubts you've been carrying for years. This initial week of movement provides the proof your brain needs to accept that change is actually occurring. You have broken the stasis. Once you have momentum, the resistance shifts from the physical to the mental. You will start comparing your early progress to those who have been training for years, which triggers a natural urge to quit. This feedback loop shows how neuroplasticity works. Your brain physically builds pathways based on the narrative you feed it. Every time you repeat a specific thought, the circuit thickens, making that thought your new default reaction. You use this process to reframe your past. Instead of viewing previous failures as a permanent identity, you treat them as useful data points for your next move, effectively severing the emotional weight of your old story. Designing a specific internal script is the only way to build consistent confidence. You are choosing the thoughts that will eventually become your automatic reactions. Even a strong belief system is vulnerable if your daily environment is chaotic. To protect your progress, you must install a rigid system that manages your energy for you. The first 30 minutes of your day are the most critical. This window sets the baseline for your focus and dictates whether you will spend the day being proactive or reactive. A 5 a.m. start provides the silence needed to execute this perfectly. You combine 10 minutes of movement with journaling, creating a mental filter that removes the noise of overthinking before the day begins. A digital detox during this window is non-negotiable. If you check your phone first thing in the morning, you are handing over your brain's chemistry to someone else's agenda. This morning protocol acts as a protective layer. It ensures that your internal state is solid enough to withstand whatever pressure the day brings. Personal willpower has a limit. When your energy is low, you will naturally default to the behaviors of the people around you, making your social circle a primary factor in your long-term success. This growth curve shows the reality of consistent learning. While small habits like reading 10 pages a day seem insignificant in the short term, they eventually compound and spike into an entirely different trajectory of capability. Success that looks sudden from the outside is usually the result of several years of unobserved, repetitive execution. Every choice you make today is a vote for the person you are becoming. Each action you take is a building block for your future. The perfect conditions you are waiting for will never arrive. Your future self is the direct result of the execution you begin right now.